Just because we're dumbasses don't mean you can be too. So don't do any of the we do at home.
Alright, so back with the drag car. Sorry about the opening clip. I know it probably sounded terrible, but I feel like I had to add it because it kind of fitting for what happened with the car. So I took it out full body finally, and then yeah, first run with the full body took off good, and mid run air got underneath of it and blew it completely over. So straight up in the air and over it went. Body was scratched. I was already using this body as a practice body anyway. I don't like the color of it, so I wanted red, and I feel like this is too orange for me, so I wasn't really upset. So once I scratched it, it was just full out, and just run it and see what happened. So every run, pretty much the same thing. Most of the time, it would start to lift the front wheels mid-run. The one set of tires, which are these on these wheels, did pretty good. They're still ballooning. The other set, I like the look of this set that's on here, but again, they're still ballooning. But yeah, besides that, I'm trying to think if anything else major happened. You can see a bunch of runs, a couple of them pretty good. So when I wasn't hitting everything, still running out of range. I did order a new receiver, a Fataba receiver, to hopefully fix that. So I'm gonna cut to the clips that I have, and hopefully you enjoy them, and then we'll be back, close out the video. Alright, so this is official first test hit, first run with the full body on it. Here goes nothing. Well, she's officially christened the test body because I completely, I don't know how far down, but I caught the wind and completely blew over. And you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but I completely scratched the whole hell out of it. Rear end and everything. So, official test body now. Alright, so I'm on the other side of the parking lot here. There's no curbs here. I've now officially hit curbs, jumped the curb, went in the grass, hit the camera, my second camera. I don't know if it's the wind, I don't know what it is, but this thing is all over the place. It's crazy. So I changed the tires and wheels. I went with my second set. The first set's still good. I just want to try these. I'm still having issues with the tires ballooning, and then also having a little issue with the wheelie bar. The wheelie bar keeps coming undone. I don't know if that's causing some of the flip over. I'm starting to think it's the body and the wind. Once the wind gets underneath that body, because it's so big, it just, you know, sends it over. What I'm really pissed about is I didn't take any pictures of it before I scratched it. So it's all scratched, and that's just the way it's going to be. Like I said, this is officially now my practice body. Yeah, so I'll make a couple hits over here. This parking lot, like I said, there's a curb on my right and on my left, but they're pretty far away. So, and it's a lot longer. So I'm gonna let it run out and we're gonna see what it does with these different set of tires and wheels on. Alright, so hope you enjoyed that. After watching the videos, I hadn't watched them. I realized that it was actually the second hit that I made when it flipped over. The first hit was fine. I said to myself, actually I said out loud, that I'm just going to let it go this time, and I let it go. And that's when it flipped over. So at the end of the day, this is pretty much what the body looks like now. So, took a pretty good beating. Both the nose piece and the back piece are still on there, which I'm happy about. So what's next for this? First thing, obviously, having to figure out whether I need to add some weight up front to keep this front end down. I don't, like I said, I believe it's the body being so big and the air just gets underneath it there and, you know, it just puts it over. So I'm probably going to start with some weight up front. I'm going to change some gearing again. Wheelie bar, I'm going to go with a different wheelie bar. I don't think a different wheelie bar would have helped. It pretty much doesn't matter, because once it gets up in the air like that, the tires balloon because they lose traction, and it's, you know, going over either way. So then I'm trying to think what else. I'm going to actually take apart these tires and wheels again, both sets, retape them, and see if that helps, and maybe go to Proline foam. Proline inner foam is different than the J Concept, so I might go to that, and also may go to Proline Primes, which are another set of smooth tires. They have a little bit of a tread on them, very light tread, so a lot of people seem to run those, so I may go to those. Unfortunately, J Concepts has wheels and tires coming out made for drag racing, but they're out of stock, and so I don't know when they're coming back out. But yeah, I think that's it right now. So 80%, not 80, about 90% of those runs were done on a 2S battery. I went down from a 3S to a 2S, and it was much more controllable, which I'm happy about. So I think the last 2 or 3 runs were done on the 3S. But the 2S has definitely brought the car down to controllable level, and kept the heat of the motor down too. I was able to get a good amount of runs on the 2S before the motor got super hot. So that was good. I'm trying to think what was good. Yeah, I also made some suspension changes while I was out there, adjusted shocks, and it still did the same exact thing. As I watched the videos, I could see as it was going, even on the first run, if you kind of slow it down and watch it slow as I was editing, it's up on the rear wheels when it passes the second camera. The only reason why I didn't flip over that time is because I let off, because it does run out of range, and so I let off to not let it run out of range. And the second time, obviously, I didn't let off. So, yeah. But anyway, like I said, this was going to be a test body because of the paint. So now it's official. And I got a second one of these bodies already. So I'll be painting that red this time. Not bright red, which this paint was claimed to be bright red. And yeah. But definitely going to have some more videos on this soon. Like I said in the beginning, I ordered a receiver, so I'm changing that out, and yeah, gonna do some things to it, gonna pick up some parts for it, and go from there. Well, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching. Come back next time and see what I'm working on.